It doesn't take as long as you think, but I'm going to explain why and how.
I don't know why, but lately I haven't really been finishing my videos like the day of. I've like edited everything and like pretty much got it almost done, but I haven't done like I've done like 90% of the work, but I haven't done the last 10%. And then I just do it the next morning, honestly before coffee, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but that's been my operating procedure as of like the past like 2 weeks. And honestly, I'll probably go back to the other way of doing it. I want to go back to the other way of doing it. I've just got into this perpetual habit, and why is that? I don't understand why. Anyway, editing event. I'm editing or finishing tomorrow's video that I shot yesterday, and then I'll start editing today's video. But I want to get out of this habit of finishing the video and then having to start a new video, because it's just like a whole different like kind of mental space. You know, when I used to watch videos or like vlogs of like daily stuff, or just even just random videos, I would just assume automatically without thinking that it took them all day to shoot that. From the time that they got up to the time that they went to bed, they were shooting and making a video. And that's simply, at least for me, simply not the case. Like yesterday, I shot a video and I was done shooting before noon. But there's like, looking on the video, there's still a complete story. There's still like everything that you would need to really get like a complete video. It's literally just from, I think I started shooting at like 7 a.m. to like 10:50 a.m. and then that's it. And the more that I do this, the more that I realize those small things of it doesn't take a lot. It doesn't take a lot to make a complete story. You just have to be really efficient and really you have to know what you want to shoot and how to communicate well without like beating around the bush. And I think that's the key to really not having to shoot all day, at least for me. And I feel like you only really learn how to learn how to do that by doing it over and over and over. I made a video about this already, but I was just thinking about that as I'm exporting this video.
If that whole sequence that you just watched looked familiar, it's because I shot almost the identical thing yesterday, because I tried getting up here yesterday, but it wasn't open when I and in any event, all those shots were shot today, not yesterday, even if they were super similar. In this video, I want to talk about how long it actually takes to make a video like this, like start to finish. It doesn't take as long as you think, but I'm going to explain why and how. I think a common misconception when you're making videos, especially ones that have a lot of shots, a lot of music, and they're more produced and edited, I think you automatically assume that it takes them days, weeks to edit those. But a lot of times, if you're shooting efficiently, it really doesn't. Like, if I'm being completely honest, I probably spend maybe 2.5 to 3 hours a day editing, and it's because of the way that I shoot. And there's 3 things that I want to talk to you about, really, that have helped me and sped up my whole like process of shooting, editing, and posting these videos. And I think if I didn't do these 3 things, then I honestly probably wouldn't be able to crank out them pretty much almost 7 days a week. Okay, the one that's probably going to have the biggest impact on how you edit, and it's going to cut down on the editing time, is shooting with the edit in mind. And by that I mean, don't have like all of the fat of like letting just the camera roll, and basically shoot what you desired to shoot and nothing more. And with that, you don't have to like cut through and like spend all the time in Premiere trying to figure out where the good clips are and where just the fat is. When I started doing that, that literally cut my editing time probably in half, if not a little bit more. And you only really get better at doing that by just doing videos over and over again, like shooting, editing, and eventually you trim down and you start to scale down the amount of footage that you actually really shoot. The second one's really going to be shoot in sequential order as much as you can. I realize sometimes like you'll have to go back and do pickup shots, or if you're doing a sequence and you don't have enough B-roll, you take some of the other B-roll that you shot later in the video or earlier in the video, and that's okay. But as a rule of thumb, I try to keep my editing very linear. Whatever I shoot at the beginning of the day is going to be at the beginning of the video, and whatever I shoot at the end of the video is going to be what I shoot at the end of the day. Doing that really helps, because then I can literally just like take all the footage, and if I wanted to, dump it in the timeline and just trim it from there. That saves a ton of time doing it that way. The last one is going to be a little more, it's going to require a little bit more practice, and I'm still working on it myself, but it's going to be when you shoot things, try to do it just in one take. Like what I do typically is I'll treat it as I'm shooting on film, meaning that like if I do a take, that's the only take that I'm going to get. I very rarely ever try to redo something, and one, I think that makes it feel more authentic and more like real and genuine, because if you're in real life, if you're having a conversation with someone, you're not going to stop and then redo that entire conversation if something like didn't come off the way that you wanted it to. And two, it's purely time. Like I don't have a bunch of takes of the same exact thing, and I'm not having to like listen back to see what one I actually liked more. So with that, I'll typically just shoot everything with one take, and if there's like flubs or screw ups, I'll kind of lean into that and play into that. Or a common thing that really happens is like outside of noise that I can't control, I'll just acknowledge that noise, let it pass, and then continue with whatever I was saying. Doing that it saves a lot of time, and I mean, I would argue that I think the videos that do that, or people that do that in their videos, they're just better and they're more relatable. Okay, those are my 3 tips. If they helped you, let me know. If not, then well, that's fine. I'm trying this microphone setup again. I really do like this whole setup, but I hope that I can get this to sound better. I think it sounds close. And to me, if it's close enough, then that's fine, because it just really changes the dynamic of videos and stuff. And being able to get shots like the beginning of this sequence, amazing. It's really nice out here. And honestly, I've never actually seen, in the like year that we've lived here, I've never actually seen another person out here, which is nice. Since I'm here, I figured I would go ahead and post my daily shooting like things 365 days, whatever I'm calling it, just because I'm gonna do it anyway, so I might as well do it up here while I'm thinking about it. I really like these short videos that I'm doing, because it's forcing me to really just do it in one take, and it's just with an iPhone, so it's like as simple and as basic as you possibly can get. And the beauty of that is everybody has access to the same exact technology, the same exact phone. I'm not even using an external mic with those videos, and I think they're good. It's not the tool that makes the content good, it's the content that makes the content good. And just like that, it's uploading. It uploads a lot faster from the phone than like compared to like the computer, but I think the phone only uploads in 1080, so that would probably be why.